But if you don't get your education, you're not getting anything out of this. You're just a pawn in the game. You're just a pawn. If you don't get your education, you are in serious trouble. I'm really excited of the direction of the program. Really excited. And to be honest with you, I haven't felt that way for a long time. You know, I haven't felt good about the program in a long time, and I'm really, really excited. You know, you want to see your program do better. I'm proud of the new facilities, but I think the main thing I'm excited about the enthusiasm of the coaching staff. I mean, they really want to turn this thing around. They really want to turn this thing around. So I'm just excited, to be honest with you. Well, I'll do anything they ask me to do. You know, I'll do anything they ask me to do. You know, to be honest with you, it hasn't been a lot of fun. Probably hasn't been a lot of fun for you guys either. You know, let's be honest. You know, it can't be fun. Losing sucks. And I told them I'd do anything they asked me to do. I mean, you know, me and Chuck talked quite a bit. You know, it's just been frustrating and honestly embarrassing. And the thing that makes it even worse is the SEC hasn't been very good. And for the SEC not to be good and Auburn to be part of that, it's just been very frustrating. It's going to get ugly. You know, I've already been on the record saying I don't think they're going to play at all next season. It's going to be ugly. And, you know, I'll be honest with you. I always pull for the players. But I do think the owners have some legitimate concerns because we have been in a recession. We have been in basically for the last 2 or 3 years, we've been in a recession. And the only thing that haven't went down is player salaries. That's just legitimate. I mean, you can think the owners are full of it as much as you want to, but in fairness to them, we have been in the middle of a recession, and these deals are long-term deals, and none of these players' salaries have went down. And I think it's going to get ugly. And like I say, I do think, like some of them say, we're going to lose less money not playing. I feel bad for the fans. I feel bad for the players. But there are some economic concerns that are legitimate.
Charles, how hard is it if you were still playing right now? Would you be able to publicly say what you just said, that you got some sympathy for the owners?
No, I don't think you can. Because I think when you're playing, you have to just toe the party line.
Right.
But when you're on television or you're in the media, you have to be fair and balanced. So you kind of be like, we're always right, but then when you have to be objective and sit back and like look at it objectively, you're like, wow, man, some of these players are crazy. I mean, but like I said, when you're a player, you know, like you said, the question you asked me, like when you're a player, whatever the player does, you're like, well, somebody made him do that. You know, like the coach must have pissed him off or something like that. The coach don't know what he's doing. But when you have to sit back and be honest, and when you're on television or in a newspaper, like you have to be honest and straightforward. You have to sit back and be objective, and that's not easy. Well, I don't count the first year, even for any coach, because there's a reason the last coach got fired. You know, so I don't count that year. To me, and I know it really technically is Tony's first year, but I always tell people there's a reason that other guy got fired. He don't have enough good players. But you know, Tony's had a chance to recruit, and I expect them to be much better this year. You know, but like I say, I think it's unfair to judge any coach by the coach who them players just got him fired. So he really hasn't had a recruiting cycle. But as I said last year when I was down here or somewhere at the SEC, I know that team got better. If you look at that team in the beginning to the end, they had some good wins down the stretch, and they lost a lot of close games. That tells me the players didn't pack it in. You know, that's what I was watching more than anything. You know, you see they were very competitive down the stretch. And that's not easy when you're on a bad team, because a lot of players are, you know, they're just going through the motions. So when you watch that team play at the beginning to late in the season, you could tell, like, oh, he's got those kids engaged. And that's a week with Bo, actually. And we have this running dialogue. We were up in Canada playing golf all week. And we both call each other number two. Because there's a great debate on who's the best jockey in Auburn history. And we had so much fun. You know, we were up at Joe Carter's golf tournament, and Bo had got there a day before me, so he had everybody, when I checked in the hotel, calling me, hey, number two. And I just died laughing the whole time, because every time I see him, I say, hey, number two. But, you know, he's always been a good friend. But, and I've told people, watching Bo Jackson play football is one of the highlights of my life.
What did you think of the people that covered Auburn when you were playing Auburn? Did you think anyone worked down?
I think all the guys were fantastic.